Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing part 3 of the Poké painting. This is last night's finish up, which actually is in the process of uploading right now. I'm not sure why it didn't go through last night, but we're fixing that. Anyway, so I have finished the Greninja itself, and today I'm going to be painting the Ditto. Now, you might see behind me the shiny Ditto. We're not doing the shiny Ditto today. We are doing the normal type Ditto. And I believe that's purple, if I'm looking correctly at Pokemon Go, which is what my husband likes to play. He also likes to play Pokemon. He plays a lot of Pokemon on Switch. He and my cousin have become the best of friends and play constantly, build teams specifically to try to beat the other, which is why I'm building this in my art. Okay, so having said all that, we're going to start, and right now I'm going to be working just in the black that you see here and the black that's here. This is what is remaining of the Ditto in the middle of the transformation. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so I've got it set up to where you can see everything I'm doing. And I'm going to be using Petunia Purple, the one that I just threw, Velvet Crush, and Concord Grape. We'll see how these go. I may have to add other colors depending on how it looks. But I'm going to start with the lightest one, which is Petunia Purple. And I'm going to use the small, flat brush to cut in along the Greninja. Right off the bat, this looks like the right color to me. So we'll see how this works. Yeah, I think that's going to work really well. I got up this morning and I looked at the Greninja and the colors and compared them to colors that I was able to find online. And I'm really quite happy with the way that he's turned out. Definitely surprised me at how close I was able to get to the official colors, so to speak. As you can tell, this is a really thin coat, and you can see a lot of the black through it. But that's okay, because we have to layer up to give dimension as we build on the different colors. And I'm going to come back with a larger brush to cut in the rest of the color once I get this blade. Okay. Now I'm doing up here where the Ditto has stretched out to the size needed to make the Greninja, but it hasn't quite finished yet. So his hand on his left side is not quite formed yet, but we can see looking through this little pad just to kind of make it here is the one pad is coming out, kind of like we did down here with the foot and the spike on the back of the foot, whatever it's called. I'm not sure what it's called. My kids, my teenagers, informed me this morning that this is actually the Greninja's tongue. Can we say ew? Just as a mom of boys, can we say ew?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and that's my 16-year-old you hear talking. He and his brother are in my room working on schoolwork because lunch is over in 5 minutes for my 16-year-old and an hour and 6 minutes for my 13-year-old.
That's only I go back to school at 1:50.
Okay. I'm still trying to learn their schedules.
You don't have to choose.
Well, my son says I don't have to keep up with their schedules. I choose to. He's right. That's what a mom is supposed to do when you are doing school from home. Mind you, they are not in homeschool. They are in online school from home. We were very blessed that before all this pandemic stuff happened, our oldest was already in Georgia Cyber Academy. So when all this happened, we were able to reach out to the school about putting our other 3 boys in. But at the same time, we found out about school that's happening here at our church. They've started a school called Foundation Christian School. And so we were able to put our 2 youngest there. So they still have in-person school through the Christian school, doing the Becca program. And I have to say, while I'm on that subject, my 2 youngest have learned more this school year than they did for 3 years leading up to this school year. So that's hats off to the Abeka program and to the teachers and staff at Foundation. We couldn't have asked for a bigger blessing for our 11-year-old and our 8-year-old. So that just left us having to put our 13-year-old in Georgia Cyber Academy. And he's doing really well there too, if he can stay on top of his work. So all of our kids are having a really good school year. I know there are a lot of students and teachers that are out there struggling with what's going on in our country and around the world, but you know, we've been really blessed through a lot of things with this pandemic. Despite the fact that I lost my job in November, God's helping us get through everything. And I can't praise him enough. I can't talk about him enough. I literally can't do anything enough. You're right. My son just said I can't do anything enough. He's very right. There is nothing that I could do that would ever fully convey how grateful we are for what the Lord has done in our lives. You know, if you're seeing this, obviously I'm not able to do it live. I just set up for me to be able to do live last night. Apparently you have to wait 24 hours and have your account confirmed, which my account was already confirmed. I just didn't know you had to wait 24 hours before you could do it. But if you're watching this and God has touched your life in some way, please leave a comment below. I love hearing just how big and mighty and gracious and giving and loving our God is. You know, I can never hear it enough, and every time I hear somebody else's testimony, it always makes me even more appreciative of what I have, you know, and what the Lord has brought us through. And so if you hear this and you feel like you want to share it, please feel free. Definitely somebody that would sit down and read the comments and hear how the Lord has worked in your life and moved in your life. Because I'm here to tell you, God answers prayers. He answered a prayer this morning for us. Not going to go into detail, but let's just say that God's time is not our time, and God provided His time instead of our time. And I'm grateful for that this morning. I'm using a light, steady hand, quick strokes, just to kind of fill in the black. My kids are trying to make me laugh in the background. You guys are welcome to talk. It's okay. I'm not going to get mad.
All I said was you're the next Bob Ross.
I am not next Bob Ross. He has way more talent than I do. I cannot paint happy little trees and happy little clouds to save my life. Everything I do looks cartoony, as you can tell.
Well, the ninja's supposed to.
As you can tell, that is my husband's wall of handprints, and it goes further back behind this. There are more. We do handprints for my husband every year for Father's Day, and that one was 2019, and that one back there, I don't know if you can see it or not, is 2020, and I actually did not touch that one. That's the only one out that I did not have a hand in. No pun intended. My daughter and my boys did that one on their own. My 13-year-old wants me to show off my 16-year-old's art skills.
Why?
This was his first ever acrylic painting. Keep in mind, he's gotten better. I happen to like it. I really like the eagles.
Point out the little pseudo-wudo.
It's got a pseudo-wudo, whatever that is.
Pokemon nerds.
Okay, that's apparently a Pokemon back there. It looks like a tree.
Pseudo-wudos.
But I like his blending of colors on these fall trees. This was his fall picture. We try to do a picture for every season, and this was his fall picture. Son, if you'll put that back over there, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It's okay. Yeah. It's on top of
Ain't got that down. Just sit there.
Put it back the way I had it. Thank you. Alright, leave it that way. Apparently he just bent my hooks where I had that hanging on the wall. That's alright. As you can see, this stuff dries pretty fast, so I'm able to go pretty much right back over it to fill it in a little better.
CJ. Try this thing. See how.
I know. Yeah, it's good.
CJ has class.
CJ doesn't.
Jiggling.
Sorry, my son was showing me what he was doing in class because I saw him on YouTube. Apparently his teacher sent him a YouTube link. You know, it's really funny. These computers that they got from the school, for their classwork. They can't sign into any other email aside from what the school has given them. They cannot send or receive emails if they are not from school email addresses, which is a little bit of a pain. We have found a way for me to send stuff from my computer to his computer, or to their computers, by the use of, is it OneNote? I think. Cloud storage, anyway. I think it's OneNote. We sign into theirs, either one of them, school email on my computer, and whatever picture or video is needed, we save it from the computer to the cloud storage under their email, and then when they go back to their computer, they can open it up and access it from their computer, which has been a gigantic help when they've had to use my computer to do work because theirs are dead or whatever the case may be, and they needed to have the proof sent over to their computer so they could upload it into their school's assignment programs. And there are a couple of those. There's so many different programs for one child for school. It's crazy. As you can see, I have almost gotten all of this purple done. Now, just like I did the yellow background, I'm going to do purple that way. So the next one is the Velvet Crush. And again, these are just Apple Barrel 50-cent bottles from Walmart. And they're liquid, not cream. So, in my opinion, my preference, I prefer the liquid instead of the cream because I have to use less. Now, I have not cleaned my brush. As you can see, I still have the petunia purple on my brush. I'm going to go straight into the Velvet Crush and kind of mix just the two of them a little bit, side by side. Just a little bit, not completely, because I want some that's just that and some that's just that. But I want some that mix together so that I can drag the color in. Now I'm probably going to have to do this the same way that I had to do the yellow, and that's going to be multiple coats to make it feather out the way I want it to. But I like the way the yellow turned out, so I'm pretty sure that the purple is going to turn out just as good. You can see how well that blends with petunia purple. Okay. So I'm going to bring some of that petunia purple right in here also. With the Velvet Crush mix. Now here in just a second, I'm going to switch to the larger brush. And see if I can't get the same effect, but in larger scale. Larger scale means fewer strokes means better blend. Most of the time. Not always, most of the time. I don't know if you can see the difference, but that is how that one started out. I don't want to go that much different in the shades. I kind of want this one to stay a little closer to the base color. Just so that it kind of goes hand in hand with the Greninja. Because with the black, it's a little bit harder to get that many variations and it not come out looking mostly gray. As you can see, it looks like his legs are coming out, like he's stepping out. Sorry, I knocked my computer off my stand. There we go. There we go. Just trying to get it set upright so you could see the difference in the color as I'm going. And I think what I may end up doing is along this far side over here, I may go back over it with a little bit of that petunia purple mixed with white. We'll see how it goes. So this is the Velvet Crush that I'm laying down right now. And you can see major difference. So I need to pick up some more petunia while this is still wet and go back through it. And that will help. See, the Ditto needs to be a little more fluid-like. So light bounces off of it, different areas all over the place. So you'll probably have to come back right there and smooth that line out. We'll see how it goes. Now, Now I'm going to use the Concord grape, and I'm going to be blending it a little bit with the Velvet Crush. Again, I'm not cleaning my brush, so right now it has Petunia Purple and Velvet Crush on it. And this is the Concord Grape. A much different type of purple. I'll let that corner dry just a little bit. And I'm going to come back up here. And again, I've got Velvet Crush and Concord Grape. A little bit of Petunia Purple and the Velvet Crush, and kind of blend those in while the Concord Grape is still wet. And as you can see, blend quite well. Now I'm just picking up Petunia Purple, and I'm going to blend that in. And just like that, you have purple that is defined. It actually looks defined. So we're going to come
That's
down
cool.
here.
That's cool.
What's cool? What's cool? Talking about the computer screen? You talking about the lamp? What are we talking about? Okay. Alright, my 16-year-old thinks it's cool. I guess I'm not that bad of a mom. Might have taught him a thing or two.
A thing or two. You've taught me everything I know about art, basically.
Oh, thanks, kiddo. Hope I've taught him more than just art. My 13-year-old's over here sitting in my chair at my workstation, working on school.
Your workstation, you
And he
put
just
me
passed.
here.
Whatever it was he just did, he passed it.
Okay.
Oh, you still have a half hour.
What?
I passed the level on here.
So currently, my 13-year-old does not have a class for 5th period, which is the immediate class after lunch break. But that's going to be changing soon. We just found out yesterday that he has a class that's going to be added in 5th period. So he's not happy because he likes having a 2-hour lunch. My 16-year-old thinks it's funny that he now has to do the same thing.
Some days he has a 3-hour lunch.
Yeah, that's only whenever. That's only on Monday, Tuesday.
One second, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. Gotta love that car warranty scam crap that's going around. I've blocked them probably 100 times if I've blocked them once. Mind you, I just blocked him. But they seem to keep being able to call me from different numbers, and it's almost every day. It's really annoying because the only car I have in my name is a 2004.
Lincoln,
Yeah, Lincoln. And
currently
it is
before.
definitely not in need of an extended warranty. It's in need of the junkyard, but you
It's
know.
just a paperweight.
At the moment, it is just a big paperweight.
Almost.
I've only done tissue boxes.
Trying to put some of this really darker blue, or not blue, purple down here on this foot. I'm going to do the same thing up here in the hand area. I like it being darker right where the body is trying to come through. The gelatinous glob, so to speak.
Gelatinous.
That's what he is!
That's all Ditto is.
So it looks like he's darker where... Right now, we'll blend that in. And just like that. Now, I like the way that looks on that side. So I'm going to do the same thing along here. Just very thin. Just very thin. Okay. And then down here. You know what? I like the way that looks. Know what it needs now? The black outline.
Black outline.
The black outline. That's all it needs now. See? I outlined all of this in black.
Oh.
So I'm going to outline that in black.
For Pokemon fans, one thing that should change about Ditto is if it's shiny, it should change into the shiny version of the Pokemon it's changing into.
But this is a normal changing into a shiny.
Yes.
But if they do that, how hard is it going to be to get a shiny Pokemon?
Really hard because Ditto only has five moves for each move the other person has, and it's only for that one battle that Ditto turns into that other character.
My point is, how hard is it going to be to find a shiny Ditto?
Same difficulty to find any other shiny Pokemon.
However many times it takes.
1 in 2,857.
Oh my gosh, my kids really are Pokemon nerds.
However
I blame
long
this
it
on my
takes you to
husband,
hard
please
reset
forgive
your
me.
device and re-get them. If you hard reset your device and keep going after it, keep
Okay,
trying.
cleaning my brush, and I'm smoothing it back out, making sure that it's laid flat, because if I do that, then the next time I use it, it's ready to go, and you can see the precise point that that comes to, but it's a flat brush. So, really want to take care of your brushes so they do this and not bend. Bent bristles are very hard to make straight lines with. So straight bristles are very good.
That looks like one of
For
those
straight lines.
accuracy brushes on camera.
Doesn't it? It's really cool. Okay. Now I need to get... Bear with. I like it. I like it a lot. My husband bought it for me at Walmart when he went to go get some stuff right before Christmas. And I have since been using it with my... Found the brush I need. Did something I'm not supposed to do. I left it sitting in the water. My son is clapping his hands at me now. Oh, now the other one is too.
Yes.
This is something I drill in their heads. Do not leave the brushes standing in the water.
As you do it. All the time.
So, see, this one is straight, thankfully. So, we need
Yes.
jet black.
These are mine.
We need jet black. Nope, that's pavement. Nope, that's purple. You need this.
There's also another thing you have to do. Know where your paints are.
Yeah, that's why I have a workstation.
Not my fault you've been working on your bed.
Oh, yeah, it is, because you're set up over there to do school. Yeah.
Haven't
Do you
been,
hear my kids and how they
haven't
talk to
been
me?
all the time.
Do you
the whole
hear my
time.
kids? Do you hear this? They know better. They're just joking. Trust and believe, my kids know better.
Or do I? Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, actually, it's a good joke from him.
You better put my candy back.
I'm getting a Smarties.
No, you're not. You already had some. I gave you enough for the whole day last night. Not my fault you did it. Put it back.
Fine. I'll put it back.
Put it
You
back.
grabbed an extra pack.
Put it back. Apologize, I had to get my candy back. So what I'm working on is outlining the Pokemon in jet black. And I'm doing it very lightly because I don't want a thick edge. Just enough to delineate where the purple meets the yellow.
I even won't allow that to do.
I'm going to flip this around so that I can have it where you can see what I'm doing. And I'm using the lid. And
Yeah.
I believe that this side of the lamp is now done.
Take off the,
Let me know what you think. Leave comments below. The next step in this is going to be the back. So, well, see you next time. Thanks.